All right. Today, I'm gonna react to a guy who is crossing the U.S.-Mexico border, and I'm gonna see what kind of Spanish I can learn from this. I have been watching a bunch of different things, but I feel that I get a little bit more from watching people who speak English and Spanish. I guess it's just like the Puerto Rican side of me, where it's like if it's all Spanish, I don't understand. But if you make Spanish and English, like it helps me understand better. So I think this guy is from Travel with Chris. I think he's from the United States, but I'm gonna guess he's Mexican just by his accent. But this video is an hour long. I don't have an hour to watch this, but I'm gonna watch half of it, and then we'll watch the second half another time on the channel. So let's see what this one's about.
And here we are. We're getting our first glance at the Mexico.
One of the places I really want to go is Mexico. I would like to go to Oaxaca, Mexico. That looks like a really cool place. I was watching a YouTuber, which I'll react to that YouTuber in another video later on the channel, if anybody cares. But I'm gonna react to that guy later. But Oaxaca looks like a freaking fun ass vibe.
Go American border.
Yeah, I think the fucking Mexican polka. I think they call it Mexican polka.
This here is the border that separates Mexico from the United States. Here we're in Tijuana. Just over is San Diego.
So crazy to see like that wall right.
Now we find ourselves at Hotel Caesars, home to the very first Caesar salad. Yes, here in Tijuana they created the Caesar salad, and we are about to try the original one right now for the very first time.
They created the Caesar salad in Tijuana, Mexico? I thought that shit was like some Roman stuff. I thought it was Roman.
Hay bastante
Caesar.
Bastante, amigo. Mucho construcción.
Wow, en unos 10 años esta ciudad se va a ver totalmente diferente.
Sí, claro.
This is another reason why people come to...
Totalmente. I never heard that before. To English. Such a mind. That doesn't make sense.
Mexico, guys, 18 and over. Reason why people come to Caesar salad, and we are about to try the original one right now for the very first time. Hay bastante construcción.
Bastante, amigo. Mucho construcción.
Wow, en unos 10 años esta ciudad se va a ver totalmente diferente.
Totalmente diferente. Totalmente. That does not make sense in English to me. Totalmente diferente is what he said. It will look way different. Is that like one of those idioms? Is that an idiom?
Sí, claro.
This is another reason why people come to Mexico, guys. 18 and over to drink. So people across the borders, especially like 18 years old, come out here and get smashed, go to a strip club, eat Chinese.
Borachan. They get drunk. Borachan. That's. Oh, I leave the subtitles on. Borachan. Rubberize? What the? Oh, Portuguese. It thinks it's Portuguese. That's crazy. Yeah, they get drunk. Borachan. Yeah, that's a new one for me. I'll write that one down. Borachan. I never heard that before. Emborachan. I just seen that in the subtitle and thought that was like a cool looking word. Emborachan. Van a un club y... aquí. Se emborrachan, van a un club de striptease, comen comida.
Diferente.
Sí, claro.
This is another reason why people come to Mexico, guys. 18 and over to drink. So people across the borders, especially like 18 years old, come out here and get smashed, go to a strip club,
Oh,
eat Chinese food, all kinds of good stuff. What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm talking to you guys from the U.S.-Mexico border here in San Ysidro in Southern California. This here is, well, the San Diego, San Ysidro side of the border, and just over on that side is Mexico. This here is actually the Customs, Borders, and Protection Office, the immigration where we're about to walk through to get into Tijuana. But man, this area, I must say, it's quite ghetto, man. It's quite ghetto out here, but it's cool. It almost feels that like we're in Mexico already. For about the last 10-15 minutes arriving to the border, because there was a lot of traffic, it's already felt like we've crossed the border, but no, we're still in the United States. However, today we're gonna cross over to Tijuana. I'm gonna show you guys what life on the American-Mexican border is like, and we're gonna see what Tijuana is like in general. I haven't spent much time there. According to everything online, it's one of the most dangerous cities in the world, but I've heard that it also has a lot to offer, and it's not as bad as the media says. So today we're gonna jump on in there, check it out. I'm gonna show you guys why so many Americans cross over on a daily basis. Things like medicine, things like haircuts, which I'm about to actually get in this video, are a lot cheaper just over the border, so that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm not alone, of course. I'm with my homie Dennis. Bro, so good to see you again. We haven't seen each other in a while, actually. Last time we saw each other was with Gladys and his wife. We had some dinner. That was like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Cenamos is a good one. We dinner. Cenamos. Let's check that one. I'm sorry. This is how I study. Cenamos. We had dinner. Oh, that's a new word for me. I didn't even know you could say it like that. Cenamos. We had dinner. Cenamos. Mi esposa. Wait. Yo y mi esposa cenamos. I guess that would be how you use it.
Around Christmas, and before then, it was New York. But he's the one that hit me with this idea, and I was like, yeah, I can't say no. So now we're going to TJ. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. Let's go.
It's only
see what we can get into.
See what we can get into. It was only a 2-hour ride from our house to the border. But yeah, just outside of immigration, you got a McDonald's. They also have a tram here, restrooms, and you can actually connect to Los Angeles, San Diego, other cities by a Greyhound, taking the Amtrak. Plenty of options. But yeah, enough talking about this side. Let's cross on over and make our way through immigration. Just outside of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Immigration Office, you can find kiosks to purchase tickets for all the public transportation, as well as plenty of places to change your money. So if you're coming into America from Mexico, you can get U.S. dollars or vice versa.
Cambio efectivo. Change money. Change my money. Exchange. I mean, maybe if I was at this kiosk, I would say, yo necesito cambio de efectivo. Maybe. Dinero. Yo necesito cambio de dinero. Maybe.
And this here is the land crossing. San Ysidro Land Ports of Entry. And this is the way we're going. Para Mexico. And there's a lot of people out on the same walk,
Mexico.
man.
Wouldn't it be like
people from all over the world, too.
Mexico?
I've noticed a lot of tourists, but also, from what it looks like to me, a lot of like locals from San Diego crossing on over. Man, you know, every time I get to a border crossing like this, I just stop to think like, man, how privileged we are, right? To just be able to wake up one morning and be like, shit, let's go to Mexico.
Yes, you're privileged, brother.
To eat tacos. Why us? And that's exactly what we're doing. But life is good. So let's
cross
on over, and I'll tell you guys all about the process once we make it through.
Me gusta.
And here we are. We're getting our first glance at the Mexico-American border. This here is the fence, the famous border wall. That's, according to everything I read online, they're already starting to paint it black. Is this black? No, it's not. This one here is brown. But I've read that they're painting it black. And here it goes. Mexico. Of course, some shoes already hanging on the barbed wire.
Oh my God.
Goodbye, America.
I want to go to Mexico so bad, bro. Yo, why are we getting the same thing with that lady? That's so weird.
Oh man,
I would have
this is
waited for this
busy.
thing to go by.
Full busy.
Mexicanos extranjeros. Extranjeros. What does that say? Extra.
Oh man, this is
Extranjeros. Extranjeros. How do you say that? Extranjeros. Foreigners. Extranjeros. Foreigners.
Extranjeros.
Extranjeros. Extranjeros.
Extranjeros.
Jeros. Extranjeros. Extranjeros. Foreigners. Okay.
full
All right.
busy.
I never heard that word before either.
Okay, and just like that, we're inside of Mexico. Hell yeah, Dennis. Man, I love last minute plans like this. And I was telling Dennis, man, last time I came here, it was like late at night because I was already in San Diego and I just crossed on over. And it's super sketchy, not like this. The line actually took about 25 minutes. Super hot inside there, so definitely bring like a little fan, or you're gonna be using your passport like this to stay cool. But super simple. To ask you how many days. We asked for 2 nights. They put 2 nights on there, and bam, we're good to go. And
I wish I could
if
be
you
a
do come out
traveling
here and you need wheelchair assistance, assistance like that, they do have that available as soon as you cross as well, which is quite cool. I think it's just people with their own wheelchairs that come out here and work. But it's cool that they offer that. I mean, if I was coming out here with my grandmother, I'd love for that to be an option. But yeah, first things first, we're gonna get a taxi and we're gonna head off to a location that I found that is very famous for breakfast. And then time to start exploring the border town of Tijuana. Bienvenidos a Mexico.
Bienvenido a Mexico.
All right, so let's see if we can get ourselves a taxi. Now, we were actually gonna get an Uber. You can use the Uber application here, but like most places in Mexico, there's beef between Ubers and taxis, and me and Dennis, we're not trying to get into beef. We wanna just enjoy our time, huh, bro?
Yeah, that's for sure.
No problems today. So,
No drama.
no drama. The only problem is I don't have any cash, but you do have a couple pesos, huh? So we should be good. Let's see if we can negotiate a ride to the breakfast spot. Now, Tijuana, from what I've been told, is not as affordable as other places in Mexico because it's a border town close to the U.S. So let's see what things cost also while we're here. Here they're selling some flowers, handmade goods.
Why is that lady having an
Oh
umbrella?
yeah,
She doesn't
definitely
want
gonna
to
be doing a
black
lot
her.
of shopping here in TJ. Oh, that's kind of scary. Damn, that thing goes quick.
That dude kicked it.
All right, and we're officially in the land of the 3 T's. Tacos, tortas, and rayudas. The tea corner, yeah. Where everything's tacos, tortas, and delicious. All right, let's try and get a taxi, right?
Wait, the
Why
3
not?
T's. My man said the 3 T's. Tacos, tortas, and delicious. Yo, delicioso, delicious. The 3 T's, what?
Buenas, taxi. ¿A Espadaña? ¿A cuánto?
¿250 o 15
$15. No, es mucho, gracias. Oh, they're taxing out here in
$15 to go.
TJ, bro. They start at $250, $215 US for a 4-minute ride.
For a minute.
Yeah, $11. I guess we'll take the next one. I don't know. You gotta. That's how I start every trip off in a brand new place that I haven't been to before. Is you gotta kind of like ask a couple prices to see what's fair. Actually, there's a couple taxis up there. I'm gonna hit these
I ain't
ones up
gonna
real
lie to
quick.
you. I don't have
Ooh,
experience
the
traveling.
paletas.
I
Hell
would
yeah.
have took the first.
Let's get some
taxi.
cash so we can
I
start
ain't gonna
doing some shopping. ¿Ustedes van al centro?
Sí.
Por ahí se queda la Espadaña.
Espadaña.
Espadaña. Zona Río, sí.
Son arriba ahí atrás.
Ahí atrás.
Blanco, franja morada. Atrás de la taxi.
Ok, gracias. Gracias. Ok, gracias. All right, so they said take the taxi, the green one. Damn, that shared van looked cool though, huh?
It's like 9 pesos.
To the center? Should we just take that? Let's see what the taxi says. So far, I'm the only one without cash. Hola, buenas. ¿Cuánto para Zona Río la Espadaña?
La espadaña, ¿sí?
¿Sí? ¿A cuánto?
¿Cuánto paga por allá?
¿Nos llevas por 100?
No, sí,
150.
no. Mínimo 200, $12 la salida.
Te doy 200, vámonos.
Es $12 la salida.
Ok, entonces 200.
$12.
¿Cuánto de eso?
Como
En
230
pesos.
pesos.
Everybody wants 250. They all want the same. Should we just pay it?
Was that one new 200?
200 over there. Yeah.
So my thing is like, why not just pay the 12 or the 12 fucking dollars? Like, I mean, the first guy said 15, right? But like, why not just pay the $12, bro? Like, is it killing you? Like, I don't know. Let's see what they do.
He's gone now.
Cualquier taxi te va a cobrar eso, ya no.
Sí, pero allá nos dijeron 200, por eso caminamos para acá. La espadaña. ¿200? Ok, gracias.
So they got it for 200. So what would that be? Mm-hmm. So they say 50 cents. All that, and they say 50 cents. That's crazy.
All right, so we're going with him. Muchas gracias.
Now, before we get to exploring Tijuana, I want to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video, which is Olafly.
Wow, hace calor hoy.
Sí.
Yo pensé que iba a ser un poco de frío.
No ha hecho frío. Hace
¿Un poco
mucho
de
calor
frío?
últimamente.
Wow. Todos me han dicho que Tijuana es bello, que hay mucha comida rica.
Oh, sí, eso sí, comida sí hay mucho y también hay mucho trabajo.
Mucho trabajo,
Sí.
¿verdad?
Bonito yo digo que no, pero sí hay mucho trabajo, amigo.
Ok.
A quien que le gusta trabajar gana dinero, el que no, pues...
Sí, si eres huevón, ¿verdad? El huevón no se te quita.
Pero pues, yo prefiero dinero que yo trabajo 6 días a la semana.
Wow.
Mañana yo descanso.
Los domingos descansas.
Sí.
Descansa.
Pero de semana, de lunes a sábado, le pego 12 horas.
12 horas al día.
A veces un poquito más.
¿Y aquí el tráfico está así todos los días o hay días que se pone tranquilo?
No, hay que estar tranquilo. Lo que pasa es que están haciendo una construcción. Ahorita van a hacer un puente de aeropuerto a Playas.
Yo,
un
I
puente
cannot
grande,
understand that dude
¿Qué?
at all.
los carros arriba.
¿Y cuándo va a terminar eso?
The crazy thing is like, the Mexican accent is hard for me to understand. More than like if somebody who's Cubano or Dominicano or of course Puerto Rican talks to me, like I can understand that more than I can understand the Mexican accent.
Yo pienso que un año más tal vez.
Ok.
Sí, porque están trabajando muy duro.
Wow, qué cool.
Wow.
Wow, they're building a bridge.
Están
Esos son esos. Lo que están construyendo. Those bridges, those posts are for a bridge coming from the airport all the way to the beach, bro. ¿Cómo dicen a la gente de Tijuana? ¿Cómo se llaman la gente de Tijuana? Hay como un nombre para gente de Tijuana.
Cachanías.
¿Taxarías?
Cachanía.
Cachanía.
Sí.
Cachanía. Ah, primera vez que escucho eso.
O tijuanense.
Tijuanense.
Y entonces ahí, bueno, mucho material están metiendo.
Todo eso van a usar para el nuevo puente.
Sí.
¿El puente se va a manejar o va a ser tren?
No, va a ser para carro.
It looks like the traffic here in Tijuana is quite crazy, man. Bumper to bumper traffic, but from the sounds of it, it's like this every single day. We are in just outside of the border now, making our way into the center. Oh, and they have Dr. Simi. I haven't seen Dr. Simi in a few years. He's a famous doctor in Mexico. You find them at all the pharmacies, but yeah, these here are the pillars that are going to be used for the new bridge that's heading from the border all the way to the beach. Playas de Tijuana, I believe.
That's fire. So I had to make a trip to Tijuana. I had to make a trip there, but that bridge looks like it's gonna be cool. Like if you could go straight from the United States right to the beach, that's probably gonna be really cool. But right now, like Tijuana doesn't look like any different from the United States to me. I've been watching a lot of videos of like places like Oaxaca and like deeper down in Mexico, and those places look more like you're in a foreign country, and it looks way cooler if I'm going to be honest with you.
Wow, man, crazy construction going on. A lot of development here. You got a man with the guitar at the gas pump. Wow, there's a lot of development happening here. Hay bastante construcción.
Bastante, amigo.
Maybe
Mucho construcción.
Wow, you know,
maybe Tijuana hasn't looked like that. Didn't look like this before, maybe. Cause like 10, he said like in 10 years. But yeah, maybe Tijuana didn't look like this before.
los 10 años de esta ciudad se va a ver totalmente diferente.
Sí, claro. Y más con el puente que va a estar, va a haber menos tráfico.
Sí, menos tráfico, ¿verdad?
Pero con el tiempo también no va a ser suficiente.
Sí. Siempre va a faltar.
Sí.
Wow, ¿esta es la línea para cruzar de regreso?
Sí, así es.
No, se pasaron.
Se pasaron. Never heard that before. Se pasaron. Se pasaron. Se pasaron. They went too far. So it's like, well, like, is it like an expression? Like, oh man, it's like that's too much, or maybe it's just an expression. They went too far. Se pasaron. They went too far. I wonder how that translate in English, like when I would use that. Se pasaron.
Damn, guys, that's the traffic to get back to the United States, bro. That is crazy. Look at all the vendors.
¿De
So many
verdad?
vendors selling absolutely everything.
God, se
¿Cuánto dura
pasaron.
eso? Horas.
No, aquí no como una hora.
Pero
Yeah, I noticed like the more I watch like Mexican stuff, the more my accent is like Mexican. De verdad? Se pasaron. Se pasaron. What do they say? Like I wanted to say cabrón, but they don't say cabrón, right? They say güey. Se pasaron, güey.
Cuando está hasta abajo, luego da la vuelta, dura 3-4 horas.
¿y tú como taxista puedes ir de otro lado para llegar a agarrar cliente?
Sí, tenemos ahí.
Otra vía.
Sí.
Aquí tienen Costco también.
Costco, Smart Finance.
Costco, Smart and Final, Sam's Club.
Hey, this joint just look like the United States to me.
Carl's Jr.
Sí.
Gracias, Miguel. Entonces, nos quedamos en contacto para
Seguro que sí.
Rosarito. Seguro. And now we have made it to Avenida Revolucion.
All right. This is where I'm going to stop the video at. I have to go do some stuff. But I did want to get, listen to a little bit of Spanish for the day. Another thing that I do to study is I watch like TV shows in all Spanish and then do the same thing. Like I stop it and like, oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds like something I'll use. What do I do here? Playlists, right? Yeah, I've been watching Carusel. There was a Mexican guy who talked about a show that he used to watch when he was a kid, and Carusel was a show. I've only started watching the first episode, and I've only kind of decoded like the first couple scenes of it. Maybe I'll watch one of these on there. I know I'm not going to get a lot of views, but if I do, by chance, if you guys want to see some Carusel and we want to go through that together, leave a comment down below and have me talk about some other stuff that maybe could help me with my Spanish. All right, guys, that's it. Peace.